Hello all, welcome to our part 2 of struts example. So see, whenever we are writing the program for JSP, so we have created one username field and then the password field. So let's just keep this inside my table so that it looks in a much better way. So to write it inside a much formatted way, I'll create a table with the first row and I will have two columns. Okay, in the first column it should display your username. Okay, and in the second column it should have the text box. So this is about our first row. Now I want three rows like this. The first row will have the username and the second row will have the password and the third one will have only the submit button. So I'll just copy and paste from down. I'm doing it so that it gives a better view. We can remove this BR, okay? Yeah. And in the third row, nothing should be there in the first column, and in second column I want to have a submit button. Okay, so this is our main page which would run on running up of our program. Now what happens is whenever I'll click on this submit button, some action is to be performed. So this action is your hello world.java. You can rename the name of the pages as per your application. So I have just made this a starting application so that you know the base. So the action should be the name of the class. So it is hello world. Okay, so now this work is done. Now let's go to our source package, and inside this example, this is the example package, we have this hello world.java. We don't need this package properties, so let's just delete because it's not of no use to us. Okay, now inside this hello world.java, let me just delete all the data which is there in the class because I want to write my own. So see, it says that this class or this action is under the package example. Then this is the action support package interface which needs to be imported. To make this class as an action, it has to extend action support, and the second thing is it should implement the execute function. So first thing we have done is extending of action support. Second thing what we'll do, we will declare the variables. So we will write private string. Now see, let's go to our hello world.jsp. It has three variables. The first one is message, second is username, and third is password. So what is the advantage of using struts tag is whenever we are using the same name inside our action, so the values will be automatically populated in this name on the click of the submit button. Okay, so I have three. This thing, the first one is message. We should use the same case as it is in the JSP. Okay, so we have username and password. So private string username, then private string password. Okay, so these are the three variables which will automatically get populated with the values that user has entered on the click of submit button. Now as these variables are private, we need to access them. So we'll insert the code and then we'll generate its getters and setters. So we have three variables. We'll select them and then we will click generate. So what it will do, it will create all its getters and setters of these three variables which will be used to access the value of this. Now as I have told that this, when this class has to act as the action, the first thing is to extend action support, and second is to implement or your override your action, sorry, override your execute function. So let's just write my execute function. This is the function which contains your actual business logic. So we have public string execute, which, oh sorry, throws exception. Okay. So now what we want over here is, first we have to check whether the user has entered the values for the text boxes or not. So first we'll say get username. If this get username it is equal to null, that means the user has not entered anything in the username text box and it has clicked submit. So what we need to do is we need to set the message that is to be printed above your login matter. Set the message as no username entered, and we will return failure. Returning failure means I cannot log in. Now second part, if get password it is equal to null, that means user has not entered. Or we can, let's add one more functionality to it by saying get password dot length. If user has entered the password of less than 6 length, then also we should not allow. So set message as password entered incorrectly, not entered, or is incorrect. And then we will return failure, because again we should, it's not okay, the user should enter proper values. Now if suppose user has entered username, password is also correct, so this means that everything is fine now. So the message should be, what I want is I want to print welcome and then the name of the username. So I'll write get username, and then at this point I will return success. Okay, so this is what execute function is doing. It is first validating both the text boxes, and if both are correct, then it should set the message as welcome and the username, and it will return success. Now the second part over here is when we have to change my example.xml, which says that we have a package name, you have to give the name of the package, and then it should extend your struts default package. Now the action which is to be taken is name hello world, because that is the name of our file. Class is equal to, this is the class name, the path of your class name. Result is the one which we are getting from here, return failure or success. So we should tell what we need to do if we get the success or if we get the failure. So we should write if we result name it is equal to success. In our example we are calling the same page only, but when you are creating big applications you may have to go to the other pages. So over here if you have to go to point to another page, you should write the path of the other page. Okay, so in our case, in whether it is success or failure, we are going to the same JSP page but with the different message which is to be printed. Okay, so this has created our action and the JSP file through which my structs would be called. So we will run this program in our next part. Thank you.